This is Ian, author of Lee Media and the founder of 2 e-commerce businesses and an Amazon seller for 20 years. Today, I'm going to be talking about retail arbitrage on Amazon Seller Central and why a receipt is not an invoice for certain brands. If this video helps you, please take a moment to like the video and subscribe to my channel. And disclaimer, specifically for this type of issue that I'm going to be talking about right now, you are responsible for following relevant terms, and your experience may be different than what I show you. I'm going to start with a forum post that I saw today on the Amazon Seller Central forums. These are questions posed by other sellers, and this person says, we've listed a new blah 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 using the UPC and the part number. Amazon removed the listing and told us it may be counterfeit. They kept telling us to appeal the decision to reinstate the listing. We have submitted a copy of the receipt that shows the source from a reputable vendor. So what this person is doing is they're buying some sort of branded product from a shop. It could be Home Depot, could be Target, could be some online vendor, and then they're turning around and trying to sell it on Amazon for a profit because they see that the price level is higher on Amazon, and they're getting rejected. And what's happening here is Amazon has a big list of certain brands that in order to sell products from that brand, like let's say Nike or some fashion brand or some computer brand like Apple, you need to either be the manufacturer or the brand itself or an authorized wholesaler, not a retailer. And what's happening is all these people who are trying to do retail arbitrage with a famous brand, they're getting burned by this. And Amazon is saying, hey, you need to send an invoice. A lot of people assume that when you say invoice, it means a receipt. A receipt is not an invoice. A receipt is something you get from a retailer. An invoice is something that you'd get from a wholesaler or an authorized distributor. This is another forum post, and actually somebody laid it out a couple of years ago pretty well, what they're looking for. And they're looking for a traditional invoice that shows the names, the phone numbers, the payment terms, the fact that the item has been paid for, and the name of your business and your address, as well as the authorized brand or seller or a wholesaler or maybe a distributor or something like that, not a retailer. So let's say that you're selling Apple computer. If you have a letter from Apple or from Apple's wholesale operations, that would work. If you're just buying it at Best Buy and then turning around and trying to sell it on Amazon, that will not work. And it's the same for thousands of other brands, especially well-known brands. So retail arbitrage, which may have worked 5 or 10 years ago for well-known brands, that no longer works anymore. If you're spending money on goods from some retailer or some online source or some sort of fire sale type of situation, you have to be really careful because Amazon will probably reject your attempt to sell it. And you may be stuck with a lot of inventory that you can't sell anywhere. And the reason why this is happening, actually, this relates to the fact that some products, there's guarantees associated with it. There's some sort of support chain of contact and kind of a requirement that the brand has to provide support or provide repairs. And if it's just people just buying stuff off the back of a truck or a retailer, and maybe they open the box and switch out some components or do something else to it, maybe it's not even new, that's a big problem. Not only for the brand, but also for the customers who will be disappointed. And as you probably know by now, Amazon is really kind of on top of any issue that affects the customer experience. My name is Ian Lamont. If you want to learn more about using Amazon to sell your own goods, Amazon advertising, other Amazon programs, go to leemedia.org, click on video or click on blog, and you can see more of my tips. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can subscribe or like the video, and hopefully you'll see more like that. This is Ian Lamont signing off. Thank you so much for watching.